Morning. So it is Wednesday today and we are just coming up to lunchtime. We've had a really lazy morning here today. I have just been pottering around doing some tidying, putting some clothes away and doing some admin bits, and the kids have been watching the iPad, and at the moment they're playing some really loud elaborate games. If you hear any shouting in the background, that's what that is. This afternoon I think we're going to go for a walk on the beach because the sun is shining finally, and then I'm going to go and pick up a wallpaper stripper because James didn't get a chance to do that yesterday, and then I have to go up to the new house because we have a builder coming and he's going to walk around with us and just give us a starting point, I think, for all the different jobs that we want to do in the new house. And then James is going to be ripping out the old kitchen this evening, so it's pretty full on. So I'm kind of glad that we had a lazy morning this morning because the rest of the day is going to be pretty full on. You'll have seen from my video yesterday that I had probably my first major wobble of the whole new house process. I think just going around again and having another look and kind of realising how much work needs to be put in, and that maybe it's not going to be as straightforward as we were thinking. James's dad came up to look at the kitchen and to see what needed to be done so that he can fit the new kitchen, and literally all he did was point out the fact that there is a pipe in the way of where we were planning to have our integrated appliances, so we may not be able to have them there, or we might have to pay for a plumber to come out and move the pipe. And like, that's a pretty straightforward job, but I think it just suddenly hit me that maybe this is going to be the kind of house where we peel back the layers and realise that stuff that we thought was really straightforward maybe is not going to be so straightforward. So I pretty much stood in the middle of Meg's bedroom and just burst into tears and thought, what on earth have we done? But having said that, having kind of thought about it overnight and reflected on it, I think a lot of it is to do with the fact that we've had the keys for over a week now and we haven't really done anything in the house, whereas today the old kitchen is coming out. Hopefully I'll be able to get some of the wallpaper off Meg's room, and then tomorrow we're going to go and order the new kitchen. So stuff is starting to happen, and I think once we start to do stuff I'm going to feel a lot better. I'm going to feel like we are actually making progress and actually making a difference, because we have to move in just over 2 weeks. So having done nothing, I just can't see that we're going to be living in the house as it is at the moment. But today is the beginning of things. We are finally going to be starting to do stuff. So I am feeling much more positive this morning. And I'm sure it's not the last wobble that I'm going to have. And I'm sure it's not the last thing that's going to go wrong in the house, because, you know, it's an old house that hasn't really had much done to it over the last 30 years. So it needs a lot of work putting in. But we are going to make progress today. So yeah, I'm just going to make some lunch for the kids now, and then as long as it doesn't rain, we are going to go for a walk on the beach. And yeah, I'll speak to you all in a bit. I really like this wallpaper for the kids' playroom, but I don't know whether it's A little bit pink, or B, a little bit babyish. But what wallpaper do you want in your playroom?
This cool one.
This one, oh my goodness.
Hey Megan, that's not it.
That is very bright. So it's Wednesday evening and we are back at the new house because it is kitchen demolition time. First things first. Ooh, we're both eating. Cookies. First bit of wallpaper gone. This is like lining paper underneath, so this is going to be a bit hard to get off, I think. But this stuff just peels off. It's amazing. I didn't even need the steamer. But yes, it has begun. Yeah.
Oh, some tiles did come off.
Well, that's okay. So this is the kitchen at the moment. We are pretty much there. So I presume that you'll take these off when your dad comes.
Yeah.
How much, you have to excuse the mess because we've obviously been dismantling the kitchen, but how much bigger this space looks already. Just having the kitchen sides gone. And then this is what we've done in the kitchen so far. So obviously it looks like a total chaos, but we're nearly there.